Sir Doug Nicholls Round's amazing. It's really showcasing what Indigenous players have done for the game in the past and at the present as well. Having been there from the start of, the whole Sir Doug Nicholls Round and Dreamtime game, the education part is enormous. Everyone wants to ask you more about who you are and where you're from, and we learn more about each other, and it's just really special to be able to share it with other boys as well. For the Indigenous boys, there's a bit extra going on in that game as well, so it's learning how to calm the nerves, but also showcase why you're there as well. The other non-Indigenous players, they love the round, and it almost feels like we've got 22 Indigenous players out there when we're playing as well, because it's like we're really thriving and loving the environment, and it's the best game on the calendar each year.
I think it's important and this is one thing that I'm really embarrassed about in my life, that I didn't learn about Indigenous Australia and true Australia until I came to Richmond.
Edwards, how we love this, the occasion, the moment, and now 2 goals.
It's gone from being a really big change, just not having your basic Richmond top, to every team having a design and actually learning about the jumper you're wearing as well. Actually getting to know what other teams' journey is on the jumper and what's on it. You find yourself studying other teams' Guernseys.
Shane, Edwards and me have done this year's Dreamtime jumper. I think I'm the first Anglo-Saxon Tasmanian person to have actually had some input into the design of an Indigenous jumper, and it's not lost on me the importance of that.
Doing it together with Jack this year is amazing. I get to show my journey on the jumper along with Jack, and we've been together at Richmond for 15, 16 years now, and we've seen the Sir Doug Nicholls Round and the Indigenous education just grow and explode at the club. I'm pretty sure he's the first non-Indigenous person to actually design a jumper, so I think that's really special, and he'll leave a big legacy behind because he's taken the effort and he's had a real interest and curiosity around Indigenous culture.
There's something magical. Art is one of the greatest expressions of self, I think, and the ability to provide people with the opportunity to express themselves, express their families, express their culture on such a substantial piece as a football jumper on arguably top 5 biggest stages in AFL season at Dreamtime at the G is a really big thing. We've started to get a bit more involved in dance as well, which is really exciting. We saw Sydney Stack, obviously, a couple of years ago really get into it, which is just a great expression of a young Indigenous man who's proud of where he comes from.
One of the things I look back on my career and just think, how lucky that I was able to play at Richmond, who get to play in that game.